Hello everyone, Josh here with Mentor Public Library down in the Headlands, and I'm here today to get crafty with you. Today I'm going to show you how to make a zine. I don't know if you've heard of this. You can look these up online or on our CreativeBug database on our website, free with your library card. These are just little self-published magazines, right? I put this one together yesterday. These are just pictures and stuff that I've taken of birds. So you can put whatever you want in here. If you're a writer, you can put your poetry in here and put them in like out in the public somewhere for people to take. But yeah, it's a little tiny magazine. You can put literally anything you want in there. Super simple process to make this. All you'll need is just a sheet of paper. It can be any kind of paper you want. Standardly, just the 11 by 8.5 copy paper works perfectly. So what we're gonna do is we're going to fold this in half, but let me tell you, you want to start with your fold. I'll unfold this to show you what I'm talking about, even though I already cut it. Our first fold is going to have all the images and stuff on the outside, unless you're doing this double-sided, which you can, so that way they can just reverse it and kind of refold it, and there's more information on either side of it. But if you have like a front cover, you're definitely gonna wanna make your first fold so that, like, let's say this picture of some snow buntings at Headlands here is your cover. You're gonna want to make sure that these images are on the outside of this sheet of paper when we're folding. So for demonstration's sake, I just have this blank piece of paper, which may not have been the smartest choice, but let's assume that all the images are here. I'm gonna go ahead and fold this in half hot dog wise, if you've heard that one, because there's the hamburger hot dog thing, there's giraffe hippopotamus, but this can also just be called like lengthwise on the sheet of paper. So we're gonna make a crease along the middle, make sure all your corners are lined up. So just fold that over and crease. You can use a bone folder if you have one. It's one of my favorite tools. But again, you can just use your thumb, anything to make like a flat crease through the paper. And then we are going to fold against that fold. This is a mountain fold, right? So it makes a little tent shape. So we're gonna fold against that to go now hamburger-wise, or width-wise, or hippopotamus-wise. Make sure all my bases are covered for those of you who use different vernacular. So we're gonna fold that like so, and again, make that crease along the edge, and all your corners are lined up. And then we're going to take one flap of this sheet of paper and fold that up to the crease we just made. And flatten and crease, and then flip over and do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna line up our corners, make sure that's nice and straight as best you can. I don't always get this right. It's an art, not a science, right? So that's nice and neat. So now we have this little thing in the middle and then the two flaps on either side. And I think I did this maybe perfectly. We'll see. Maybe not. Probably not. I always surprise myself. The only other thing you'll need for this is just a pair of scissors. So with the flaps open like so, you're going to just cut along this line that we made up to the center right here. Try to do this part as perfectly as possible. So then we have this little cut here. And now we fold our zine. So you can just literally fold this over and then kind of flatten it out like so, right? And then you have a little booklet that you can fill with all kinds of fun little stuff. And like I said, if you have a cover, it's really important to make sure that the cover and then the procession of pages kind of follow in order. So on this example here, I don't know how well you can see. So I wrote the word cover here, and then I have pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then our back cover. So if you unfold this, you can see hopefully where it all started. So my cover is here, and then it kind of goes in a circle around the page. But you can also have your cover here, I think, as long as your back cover is next to it, and then like the rest of the pages kind of circle around. Because we'll fold this back up again and I'll show you what I mean. So like this is currently the cover. Just as easily, this could be the cover. you know, page 2 just as easily, page 4 could be the cover, etc. Kind of up to you how you want to set up the page, but just make sure that you kind of follow that order. And if you're pre-printing images, just make sure as well that like these ones are straight up. You can see the words on the right, it's, you know, 1, 2, they're facing this way, but then these are upside down up on the top here, because when we fold that over, it's just going to make it correct on both sides. And that's all you have to do for that. If you're interested in learning more though about making zines, if you want to try to do a 16-page zine, there's a lot of different folds out there for different ways to make zines and different pamphlets for you to try out on our CreativeBug database, free with your library card on our Mentor Public Library website.